Hello there, fellas. My name is Matt, and hope you will subscribe to our channel. Let's find out how the Earth found itself to the present state. It's very simple. About 4.5 billion years ago, the Earth was a hot, dense ball of rock and metal, but it was also spinning very fast. And due to this, a lot of material was thrown off from the poles, and it started raining down on the equator. This material was hot, molten rock. As it rained down, it cooled and hardened into a crust. And, in a few million years, the Earth cooled completely. But it still wasn't in the right shape. It was more like a football, or an American football. The Earth was still spinning fast, and it was wobbling a bit. So the rotation of the Earth and the wobble combined with the centrifugal force to make the Earth a bit wider at the equator. And that's when the Earth became a bit like a spinning top. But wait, there's more. Due to this spinning motion, the Earth started bulging at the equator, and the poles were pushed closer to the surface of the Sun. The Sun's gravity was pulling the Earth closer, and the tidal forces between the Sun and the Earth were also quite strong. This caused huge mountain chains to form on both the poles. These mountain chains were made of iron and nickel. They were formed when the molten rock from the mantle got squeezed out between the plates of the crust. You know how when you squeeze a tube of toothpaste, the toothpaste gets squeezed out from the sides. Same thing happened here. This process of mountain building continued for millions of years. The iron and nickel squeezed out from between the plates moved towards the core, and the lighter materials like granite and basalt moved up towards the crust. This is how the Earth layered into its core, mantle, and crust. Now the Earth had a solid crust, a liquid mantle, and a solid core, but the inner core was still a bit liquidy. You see, even though the Earth was no longer a hot ball of rock, the inner core was still very hot, about 5,000 degrees Celsius. At this temperature, some minerals become superconducting. Minerals are like rocks and other solid materials that make up the Earth. When they become superconducting, they become perfect magnets. And when they're spinning like the Earth was, they generate electric currents. These electric currents make magnetic fields, so the Earth became a giant magnet. But wait, there's more. The Earth was bombarded with cosmic rays and solar wind. These are basically charged particles from the Sun and other stars. When these particles hit the Earth, they get deflected by the magnetic field. Most of them get trapped in the upper atmosphere. Over millions of years, these particles combined with the gases in the atmosphere to form clouds. These clouds formed the oceans. Some of the particles also reacted with the minerals in the crust to form the first organic molecules. These molecules formed the basis of life. And that, my friend, is how the Earth went from a hot ball of rock to a planet with a solid crust, a liquid mantle and a solid core with a magnetic field, and an atmosphere with clouds and oceans. It took millions of years, but it was all worth it, because now we can have pizza toppings on our pizzas. Hey, did you know that you can learn more about space by checking out the website below? There are so many cool things to do and learn. It's really fun. So go check it out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.